What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Married into Madness, podcast where we deep dive into one of life's most complex relationships, your in-laws. I'm your host, Stockton, and I'm joined by Christian and Allie. What's up, guys?
Happy day. How are we today, you guys?
Happy post-Thanksgiving.
I literally was going to say, how was everyone's Thanksgiving?
It's good. I don't think any of us spent time with our in-laws this Thanksgiving, did we?
We did not.
Because we don't have good stories or anything to share.
I mean, we had a roller coaster of a ride of a Thanksgiving, but I mean, it was fine. Plans just didn't go as planned. And so we weren't going to have Thanksgiving at my parents' house. We were going to be at family's house. And then that night we found out we were going to be having it at my parents' house. So
That's brutal.
But it all worked out fine. It was good.
Guys,
Yeah.
I love Thanksgiving.
Same. How were your sides? Was your turkey better?
My turkey was good. Turkey's good. I smoked a turkey. I love smoking meat. Your dad's a big smoker, Allie?
Yeah, my dad is a big smoker, so he smoked the turkey for us. It was delicious.
Guys, I went ham on smoking this weekend. I smoked a turkey for Thanksgiving. The next day, double smoked a spiral ham. And then yesterday, I smoked beef ribs. So I went hard from the smoke.
What kind of smoker do you have?
It's a Masterbuilt Gravity Series.
Awesome.
It's nice. It's a nice one. I had to upgrade because I love smoking.
Your brother-in-law would love to get a ham from you when we come to visit.
Well done. We'll do a Christmas ham.
Yes, absolutely.
Then ship some to me, please.
Yeah. In a baggie.
In a Ziploc bag. Just get that through security.
Yeah, good luck taking that through TSA.
So funny.
Man, why do you have a bag full of meat? It's for the in-law.
My son. He eats meat at 4 months old.
We're getting hair on his chest. Have you guys heard that?
He was born with that. Yeah, my grandpa, that's so funny. My grandpa, that was something he always said to us. We had to eat things. Or he's like, if you eat that, you're going to get hair on your chest. You didn't even tell us girls. And we're like, no. And my brother's like, yes.
Yeah, you really gotta decide which crowd you say that one to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so funny. But that reminds me of my grandpa. So love that.
Good.
Thank you for that.
Okay, guys, I've got some exciting news. We're mixing it up a little bit tonight.
Okay.
We are doing sister-in-law stories tonight.
Sister-in-laws.
Yes.
Okay.
Love that.
We've been talking a lot about mother-in-laws, a couple of father-in-law stories. We're going, well, not solely sister-in-law. Sister-in-law are involved in most of these stories.
We loved it. We love to hear it. A moment for the sister-in-laws.
Yeah, woo. Sister-in-laws ends up.
Me.
Yeah, that's you. Story number 1. If the post applies, then let it lie. You ready? The in-law transgressions keep piling up. It's mostly my mother-in-law and recently my sister-in-law as well. But there's a clear pattern of going behind my back and saying things to my husband. My mother-in-law totally stays true to main character syndrome. My sister-in-law has the innocent and useless act down. I'm honestly at a breaking point with these two. A recent example. My sister-in-law took offense on her mother's behalf with a caption I posted on social media. And I must emphasize, she not only assumed wrong, and it had nothing to do with her mother, but both my mother-in-law and father-in-law have been blocked from all my social media platforms for over 2 years now and have no access to my posts. She took it upon herself to go tell her mother about my post, who then had an explosive victim syndrome reaction and called my husband, performing and demanding I remove my post, which was not about her, and she never would have seen it if not for my sister-in-law. I texted my sister-in-law to talk about why she would do that, and she didn't respond. So I added my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law to the blocked in-law list. Did I overreact? How do you deal with people like this that like to go behind your back and cause problems in your household? I know I definitely have a significant other problem who is utterly spineless when it comes to his family and doesn't stand up for me and always tries to downplay and excuse their behavior. I just don't know how to deal with these people anymore. It's exhausting.
That's hard, honestly.
I really want to know what this social media post was.
I would also love to know. This might need to be another one where we
have to follow
reach
up
out And we're like, so do tell what this post was.
Yeah, I want to know what they were talking about.
And she took offense on her mother's behalf with a caption she posted on social media. So it wasn't, but she didn't take offense to the picture. She didn't take offense to, she took offense to the caption that she posted. So what would she have put on there?
So the sister-in-law posts. So okay, so we have the sister-in-law. She posts something, and then her husband's sister is offended for her mom. Okay.
So because this woman has her mother-in-law and father-in-law blocked on social media, the sister-in-law isn't. So she found it and then told the mother and father-in-law to basically be offended because of what she found.
Yeah,
Trying to stir up some tea.
that's rough. And
That's a pot
honestly,
stirrer.
Yeah.
I think definite pot stirrer. And I think another hard part is like I just can't imagine not being on the same page as my spouse with things. Like if I didn't have a spouse that stood up for me in situations, like that would be a rough situation to be in.
Yeah, that would be rough because then it's like you feel like everybody is against you, even the person who's supposed to be like the same team.
Even the person that you're married to is like, nah, sorry, you're overreacting. You're like, okay, can you just validate my feelings? Or like maybe they were terrible to her. And they're like, yeah, no, sorry, like you don't get to treat him like that, or you don't get to treat her like that. Like, man.
Okay, I'm gonna flip the script here a little bit. I'm gonna see it from their side. What is she posting that she doesn't want them to see though? That's also a little bit of sus activity.
Well, I
For
don't
me.
know because I think there's something else going on here because
Mhm.
this woman said that her mother-in-law and father-in-law have already been blocked on her social media accounts. So there's obviously stuff that had happened in the past. So why did the sister-in-law now feel like it was necessary for her to relay this post to her parents to stir stuff up?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like, also, if you're posting really sus things, I guess I could kind of see that. If you're being sus, like, call them out and say, "Yo, this person's talking." Like, I would do it if someone was talking smack. Like, if someone had you blocked, I would definitely go and be like, "Yo, this person's talking smack on you on this site." That's just me.
Also, do we know if they were talking crap? Like, I can't imagine she posted about her in-laws like terribly on her social media because like who does that? It you almost feel like maybe it's like a life choice that maybe her in-laws don't necessarily appreciate or like.
That or what if it was something like had an awesome time at the zoo with my in-laws, but it was the husband, like it was her
Yeah. Her
side.
in-laws?
Yeah, it was like her
Yeah.
side or something, her parents or, and then the sister-in-law sees it and goes
I could
back.
totally see people getting upset about that for sure. That's another interesting thing to navigate when it comes to sharing time with families.
Splitting time with both sides, making it feel
Yeah.
equal on both sides. That
Yeah.
is a teeter-totter balance that is incredibly difficult to keep
I'll
even.
I'll be honest, even an event we just had for my son, right? I was making posts and I was like, okay, if I'm going to post anything about this event, I have to make sure that both sides are in the post
Yep.
so that everyone feels loved. And I'm fine with that. Like, it's fine. I'm grateful everyone was there to support us. But maybe it was something like that.
Except me, you know.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, Allie.
You don't get to be in the post if you don't show up, Christian.
Yeah.
You know what you could have done? You could have cut my picture and pasted it on there.
No. You have to be there if you want to be included, Christian.
Christian, do you like waffles?
I love waffles.
You and I would have had a competition pounding these waffles that Allie's family made because they were incredible, dude.
Yeah, that's why
Could
I
die
heard.
for.
Everyone told me these waffles were amazing, and that was the most sad part about the whole experience of me not going down.
Honestly, my mom will be so honored to hear this. She listens, so she'll be very happy for a shout out.
Hey, Stacy, hold up, Stacy, make me some waffles. Ship them up to Logan, please.
Well, that's the thing is like Stacy gave me the recipe, but you know for a fact I ain't gonna be able to make waffles as good as Stacy makes the waffles.
That
Of course not. I don't want to.
He
I
doesn't
don't
want to
wanna,
be a letdown. He
Yeah, I
can't
don't wanna-
copy the master.
Yeah,
so funny. No, she's amazing though.
she is
She is
amazing.
one good cook and baker, which I will say, shout out to her for an awesome Thanksgiving.
Shout
Shout
out.
out to Stacy. Hey, ship me your food, please.
All right, let's go ahead and rate this. In my opinion, I don't think there's enough for me to really go off of it without knowing what the post is. So I'm going to give this like a 7.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, I think. I was gonna say a 6 or a 7. Like, I kind of want to be neutral about it, but like, it's just interesting that it's such a big deal, you know?
Mhm.
Like, I don't know. That's hard. Yeah.
But when there's already beef with in-laws, all it takes is one little caption for sister-in-law to tell a mother-in-law and the mother-in-law not be happy about it, and then it just explodes.
Absolutely.
Just takes a bit of gasoline to set a forest fire.
Don't share too much.
Keep it to yourself.
But so my rating for this would probably be like, even though I played devil's advocate, I think I would still rate it like a 7. Like
Yeah.
I don't know enough. I
Yeah.
don't know enough. And if you tell me more, I can give you a better rating. But for that, I'm
But
gonna stay
we're
there.
also finding that with a lot of these stories is people do try to keep them vague. That way you're not able to be identified. So it's this fine line of having enough information.
You're trying to give us enough detail while revealing a whole lot, and it's a struggle. It's really
It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Hey, you guys ready for story number 2?
Hit us with the
This one's titled My Problems Over Yours. My sister-in-law is just such an annoying person. I really can't stand her and don't know how to deal with someone like her, whom I have to see on a semi-regular basis for family things. She's always telling me how much harder she has it than any of us, despite her having had so much help at several stages, and even when she knows she sounds ludicrous. I recently traveled with my almost 1-year-old alone internationally on a 25-hour journey, 3 different flights, and was sharing that it was tough. And she just retaliated with, I traveled with 2 kids. Wait till you do that. Imagine how much harder that is, even though she had gone with her husband and my husband, her brother. So it was 3 adults and 2 kids. She also told me that I wouldn't know how tiring things can be until I have a son. I have a daughter, and she has a son and a daughter. I got laid off right before heading into maternity leave, and instead of being understanding, she told me that now I would have it easy because she had to go to work at week 12 after her first kid and had to figure out how to pump, etc. She commented that I couldn't even make it to a year of breastfeeding and that she got the same amount I did despite working. I have tried being kind to her, supportive of her, and understanding of her situations in the hopes that she would understand my approach to this and reciprocate. But instead, she just continues to be nasty. I lost it and called her out on her double standards about a year ago when she said I was being too overprotective and helicopter parenting my baby. She was 3 months old, and we didn't speak for a few months because things went back to slowly speaking. But we never discussed the stuff she said and how she continues to behave. My in-laws do similar things. That's a different story for another time. But I was hoping that given my sister-in-law in this gen, she wouldn't be quite so backward thinking and crappy to me.
Oh, yeah. That's also like, why we gotta be moms putting down moms?
Speak, Allie.
That's just sad. Like, am I allowed to say I'm still in the thick of it? I mean, I'm a new mom. Like, I'm only about 4 months in. Like, I've never done this. And like, I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of really a great sister-in-law and great sisters and my mother-in-law and mom that are experienced and willing to share, but not tell me how to be a mom.
Mm-mm.
You know? So it's like really nice to have that, but I just can't imagine everyone's situation is just different. And honestly, like it's hard because you don't even know what it's like until you're going through it. And even if you are like I don't know, that's what I don't understand. Like if she's been through it, like she should know.
But
No.
the sister-in-law just wants everybody to feel like she's doing so much more than everybody else.
Like she just thinks she's better because she has 2 kids, right? Instead of the 1.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got her
And she
life
has
together.
a boy instead of just a girl. You have no idea what it's like because you don't have a boy.
Yeah.
This is just like a one-up me monster there.
I'm like, boys are great, don't get me wrong. I love my boy. But that doesn't mean girls are easier or harder or better.
Kids are kids, man. They've all got their stuff.
Also, each kid is completely different. Like, your baby is very different than my baby.
Very.
And I don't think it depends because of their gender. It's just the baby.
That's just babies.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
brutal.
that's hard. That's really hard. That makes me sad for her.
Because it doesn't sound like, did we read in there that she stood up to this sister very much? It sounds like she just tries to like be supportive and tries to just keep things positive. But then every time she interacts with her sister-in-law, it's always just negative and
Right.
puts her down. That is
Right.
tough.
Yeah, it's so sad because if anything in a time like that, you just need a little encouragement. You're doing a great job.
Especially after this lady just got fired before she went on leave. Now she's going
Yeah.
to take care of this baby, and who knows when she's potentially going to go back to
And
work.
you said this was her first baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's hard. I'm also in the thick of it. I mean, I wasn't fired, but I just went back to work. And that's hard. That's a whole other thing to navigate.
Yeah.
That's
What
really
I think is crazy is comparing the amount of breast milk produced. That's
No,
wild.
okay, that's people are really sensitive about that.
Oh, I
Like
can
that's
imagine.
learned and like that's I don't know because I feel like I understand there's people that like don't want to breastfeed or whatever. And that's fine, like to each their own choice, but like for those moms that really do and like it means a lot to them and then they can't even produce enough to feed their baby, like I can't imagine like how that would feel.
Yeah, if somebody even tried to tell you about the amount you're producing, you'd be like,
Yeah, I mean like
back off.
already worry about it enough. I'm like, is my child getting enough? And then I look at it, I'm like, yeah, he's getting plenty, Allie. He's 15 pounds.
He's fine. I would be curious if this is just like an insanely competitive family, or if it's
Yeah.
just this girl that's like
Or is she like
ultra
jealous about
competitive.
something? I don't know. It's interesting.
So this is my thoughts. I was just letting you guys banter a little bit. It just sounds like a pissing contest. Like who can pee the farthest? Who can do like everything you do, and you have to compare. That would annoy me so much.
Yeah. Well,
I
as
don't
a
even
new
think.
mom,
Go ahead,
if
Ellie.
if someone was trying to like compare the things that I was doing as a new mom to someone that was more experienced than me, that would just like make me upset and rub me the wrong way. Like I just wouldn't want any part of it.
This doesn't even feel like this is two ways. This feels like
No.
this lady just is trying to vent so that somebody can empathize with her, and the
Yeah.
lady just piles on.
Yeah. She's like, try harder.
Get better.
Get on my level. Get good.
Get good. Child number 3.
Yeah. That's so sad.
That's just annoying.
Yeah. That's really annoying.
Yeah, what do you do?
I don't know. Not talk to her.
Nah, that's all I was saying.
I'm
Avoid
in
her.
a phase of life where we're kicking to the curb the negativity in our lives.
Yeah, don't need that in my life.
No, nobody needs that.
But let's put this little hypothetical out there. What if your husband and the sister-in-law are like thick as thieves, and so they just always want to be around each other, you know?
Like brother and sister?
Bingo. How do you approach your husband to address this?
Well, this kind of goes back to are me and my husband on the same page? Like, is he willing to stick up for me, even if it was his mom or if it was his dad or sister or
Yeah.
brother? You know?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. See that I would be upset. I would.
Whoever this is, we feel for you. That's
Yeah,
tough.
we do. That is tough. That's really hard. I would hope that her husband thinks differently if that's the case.
Okay, what would we rate this sister?
Ugh,
I'm going low.
yeah. I'm
This
like,
would suck. Every time you go to a family outing, no matter what you say, maybe it's other people too. No matter what anybody says this lady's just going to try to one-up you.
the one-upper. Nobody likes a one-upper.
No one likes a one-upper.
I think I'm going like a 3.
I'll go 2.
I'm gonna go 3 too, just because I couldn't just be in a family that said, "Oh, I did this better than you."
Yeah, your
man.
problems aren't as bad as you think they are because I deal with X, Y, and Z. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, ready for the next story? This story is called, Whose Child Is This?
That's mine. He's the one crying in the background.
Whose child is this?
Oh yeah, mine's screaming in the background too.
Yours.
Yeah, you're a 30-some-old child.
Yeah,
Okay. Throughout our relationship, my sister-in-law has voiced that she does not want our future child to become the favorite, and she will not allow this to happen, and that her child has to remain the favorite to her parents. Years ago, I thought she was joking, but it's becoming increasingly more serious. We do not openly speak about trying or wanting a child in front of them. We do not even plan to have a child for a few years. In recent times, there has not been one gathering where this has not been mentioned. In the beginning, I would just let this go, but as it's becoming more and more frequent and mentioned at every family gathering, I've become more uncomfortable with how to respond to something like this.
Okay, so give me a rundown.
Basically, The lady and her husband are thinking of having a child. They have a sister-in-law, or her sister-in-law already has a child. And
Right.
this woman does not want this new baby to become the favorite. So it sounds like her baby is her first child and this family's first grandbaby. Like you guys know, the first baby of the oldest, the first grandchild is just God's gift to earth.
Let's be real. Stop.
Yes.
Your sweet, sweet, sweet first child.
Spoiled, rotten.
Yes.
Yeah. Can do no wrong.
And do no wrong.
But I see that with my sister's kid. She's the oldest, and on my family side, and it's just how it goes. I think that's just natural.
No, absolutely. I just think that there's a whole thing when your parents become grandparents, like the first kid that like makes them a grandparent, it's just a special place in their heart.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
It's
my
different.
grandma's favorite, and I'm not even the first grandchild.
Shoot, you just stole it.
But why is this a problem?
I think if this was done in a joking manner, it's haha. I think that's what she was getting at. But now it's like more serious to where she's like, these people aren't joking about this anymore.
Yeah.
Well, like there must be some things happening. Like, I feel like it is, if she sees how this child's being treated already, I feel like it's probably a valid concern. Like, is my child going to be loved as much as this child is? I don't know. Maybe I've just been in that same position.
why does that matter for your grandparents though? Like I guess I understand, but as long as you love the child, why does it matter what the grandparents do? That's all I'm saying. Like favorites. It's just dumb.
At the end of the day, like it is what it is. But I
I
just
don't
think
know.
it's the idea of you want everyone to be loved the same.
Yeah, exactly. No, I will 100% agree with this. Like, even let's say when Allie, you and I babies got together, whenever your baby or my baby smiled or laughed, you want people to respond. It
For
feels
sure.
good for people to be like, oh, that's such a cute baby. Look at what he or she
Yeah.
can do. You want that. So, Christian, you may laugh at that and be like, as long as you love your baby, that's all that matters. No,
You want other people
you
to love
want
you.
other people to react to your baby.
Yeah.
100%.
For
And
sure.
if you don't believe that, you're lying to yourself.
Wait till you have kids yourself.
Or wait till you have kids yourself. You want people to be like, oh, you've got such a cute baby. Look at them. Look how good they do.
You can't tell me that you haven't ever wanted the dogs to get complimented.
Have you met my dogs recently? No. None of them. One stinks up my whole room and another one barks at me.
All right.
Connecting stories, I worry that this sister-in-law is going to become that other sister-in-law.
Yeah.
That when this lady has her kid and her kid does, let's say she rolls over at 4 months old, that other sister-in-law is going to be like, well, but our baby did it at 3 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
She's going to be one of those.
Honestly, okay, it's so funny because like as stupid as it is, I feel like that is something that you like kind of think about as a parent. You see these babies that are doing things differently than your baby. Like I just had an instance that this happened with someone else that we know that has a baby, and my baby is like just 2 weeks older than this baby, and they just aren't quite to where mine is at. Like in the instance of like he holds his head up really well, like has great neck control, strong baby, and hers just isn't. And so she was like, well, why does mine not do that? And like I don't want to ever make anyone feel bad. Like there's everybody's just different.
Definitely one thing that I've learned, having children, seeing other children, and then being in a profession where I work around and help, like in the healthcare with children.
Yeah.
Parents are just they care too much about hitting milestones like that.
For sure.
Your baby's going to grow and develop just like everybody else's in their own time. And it is what it is. But going back to like the family stuff, you definitely want your family to love your kid and love your kid as equal as somebody else's. So for this lady who it's like a legitimately worry that this other lady might sabotage the love of her kid with their cousins or grandparents, I'm sure being their first kid, that's like a daunting thing. But let's be real. When you have a baby, the grandparents are going to absolutely love the baby. And let's just be optimistic and hope that the sister loves the baby like she should, the cousin or the niece and nephew.
For sure.
Don't worry. As soon as my brown babies come out, it's all over for you white boys.
We're done.
Girls. We're done.
We're done.
We're done for.
you're getting a brown boy or girl with blue eyes. It's over.
It's over. We'll just pack it up and stay
You
home
should make-
for forever.
You should make it happen sooner than later, though.
Nah, I'm good. I got plans. I got places I gotta go first.
Like where, sucker?
Places I gotta see.
They're not trying, but they're still practicing. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear.
I have an appointment every night.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Last story. This last story I absolutely love. So I hope you guys love it as much as I did. This one is called Petty Pops. Kind of a fun title. My
Wait. Did you
Yeah.
say Petty Pops?
Petty Pops.
Christian, this
What?
one's for you. Let's hear it, Doug.
My husband, let's call him Pete, comes from a family where the women are all bakers. I am a baker myself, and I used to sell out of my house under my state's cottage laws, but stopped because I liked it just being a hobby. His sister-in-law, let's call her Kay, is the one who is known for her cupcakes and cake pops. When I first met everyone years ago, it was the first thing I learned. Everyone talked about everything she made. Even when Pete mentioned how good my stuff was, everyone would say that Kay sells hers and they're popular, so they must be better. Whenever I bring treats, they're often left untouched because they are not Kay's. Yes, I have been told that. They ask me to bring something every get together and never touch it. To be clear, Kay is mainly a baker, whereas I bake and specialize in professionally decorated cakes. Kay says that overly decorated cakes are compensating for their bad taste, and Pete's family agrees. We had a barbecue Monday for Memorial Day, and everybody made their treats. Kay decided to bring cake pops. She posted them on her Instagram the night before, so I know that this is immature. I made the exact same one she did. Same flavor, same design. We got there, and everybody asked where my treats were. I said they're in the car, and I'll get them in a minute. So I waited for everyone to be outside. Then I brought mine in and put them next to Kay's. After we eat, I noticed the family eating my cake pops and not Kay's. She didn't notice at first and then asked if they weren't feeling cake pops. They said they just ate them and they were the best she'd ever made and asked what she did different. My mother-in-law even said they looked so much better in person than in the picture. Kay was confused and said hers were still on the table. That's when I said, I brought those. Glad you enjoyed them. Her husband said he hadn't had one yet. Lies. He ate two. And everybody else just said, yeah, they were okay. Kay didn't say anything the rest of the night. Pete thought it was funny. He didn't know what I did until the reveal. But his brother, Kay's husband, said yesterday that what I did was mean. And I'm just mad that Kay is a better baker. But Pete said it's ridiculous. The family, including Kay, put down my baking when they won't even try at all because I'm not Kay. ETA, we are the only two who brought dessert, just the ones who tend to bake cake more than others. Everybody else's desserts get eaten to some degree except mine. Edit number 2. It's not clear. Everybody, including Kay. She had often tried to teach me techniques that I already knew were completely wrong, so she wasn't like an innocent that got caught in the line of fire or something. There we go, Petty Pop.
My gosh. Oh, that is a story.
I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah,
With a banger.
put it up for this lady.
God. Honestly, good for her.
Mhm.
Great.
That's how I feel. I wish that happened at my family gathering. I'd have been peeing my pants.
Oh, could you? I would love to just be a fly on the wall just to see these people's face just go blank when they find out that it was this chick's cake pops and not Sweet Kay's cake.
Well, sorry, Kay, not this time.
Not
Hey,
this time, Kay.
Actually, those were mine. I brought those, Kay.
It got me. Oh, is nobody filling cake pops? They're like, what do you want? Just eat them. She's like, mine are still on the counter.
Yeah, I love
I
that. Her
just did.
husband being like, "Oh, I haven't had one yet," and she's like, "Lies. He had two."
Oh, this is the ultimate win.
That, I just wish everyone could see me right now. I'm beaming her.
You should have seen us, guys. We were rooting. We
I
were going wild.
You guys were so distracting. I had to stop reading. You guys were just freaking out.
We were rooting for her. We were on her side.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but things like that, okay. I can't say I'm not a petty person or that I don't love pettiness because there are times that I love pettiness, and this is one of them. That's one of them that I'm very impressed with, honestly.
This
Why,
is
why do you think she loves
awesome.
me? Because I'm petty.
This is such a good story. Oh my
That's
god.
Such a good
fantastic.
story. Wow.
It had everything. Honestly, it had
everything.
drama.
Just the way it was told, even so
Oh, I
good,
know. Yeah, she's a great storyteller.
so
Yeah.
great.
Yo,
like-
whoever submitted this story,
Yeah,
get
look
on
at
the
us.
podcast.
We almost have nothing to say because the story was just summed up perfectly. It was
Honestly,
incredible.
like rating it 10 out of 10.
10 out
No,
of
no.
10 story.
No, wait. Who are we rating though here? Are we rating her as a person? Or are we rating Kay? For
Let's
me,
do
Kay is a
both.
4. She's a 4.
It's a 4 for me too. 3, 4 bad. Don't like
Uh-huh.
it, but
No bueno.
maybe even lower, honestly.
Yeah.
Wait,
feel like-
wait. Maybe I'm in the wrong here, but is Kay the problem? Isn't the rest of the family the problem?
Kay's the problem too because she clearly thinks that she's better.
Mm-hmm.
Kay's just bacon. Kay's just bacon, baby.
Now,
It's the rest of them that refuse to eat the dessert that somebody else other than Kay makes.
But the family is hyping her up, saying, "Yeah, your desserts are great." Yeah, and then you're building an ego for her.
I'm like, what about Kay trying to teach her techniques that she already knows, but she's trying to teach her wrong?
You should roll it this
That's
way.
brutal. You're right.
You should
Kay's a
flavor it
3.
this way.
Yeah, Kay is not cool.
Yeah.
Kay is not
Wait.
cool with a K. Okay,
I'm
Kay's
just letting you
not
know
a
that
cool
right now.
Kay.
no.
Mm,
Okay,
No.
but then let's rate this lady as an in-law. 3, 2, 1.
14.
9.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
I just imagine I would love to be there and be watching all this unfold with my mouth on the ground. I'm like, what just happened?
Would I hate to be Kay in that situation? Probably.
Oh
Would
yeah.
I like to watch as another sister-in-law or someone else? Absolutely.
Do you want to know the second fly that I would want to be on the wall? The situation when Kay and her husband goes home and she's just livid because he had 2.
In-law,
Why
you-
did
No,
you
babe.
eat my cakes, babe?
Babe, I didn't eat the cake pops, I promise.
I ate yours, Kay, I promise.
I didn't even eat the other cake pops cake.
I threw them up, Kay, I swear.
Disgusting, Kay. Yours are way better.
As soon as I found out, I threw them up.
Hey, I just ate him because I felt bad. Okay.
Kay, this is the real me.
Yeah. Hey, you know I love you.
And I'm never gonna stop loving you,
Kay,
Kay.
wait, Kay, Kay, wait, Kay.
Don't leave, Kay. Babe,
No.
stay, Kay.
Oh, it's so good, you guys. I love it.
This is
Love
such a good story.
Love it.
Fantastic. I need to meet this person that
I know.
gave us the story. We
Yeah.
need to find them.
Yeah, maybe we just keep adding to the list of people we need to reach out to for
Yeah,
follow-ups.
we
We did
need
not-
someone to be scribing this who say, so you actually want to meet the mother that said they will support a divorce, the magic carpet ride mother,
Mhm.
the father-in-law that sat in the
Mhm.
moving truck, and Kay.
And then let's go ahead and send some of those cake pops for us to try. How about that?
Yeah, we'll be the judges.
We'll be the judges of whose are better.
Get with our people. We have a team. Get with them, and we'll be the real judges here.
So
Love
good.
it.
If any of our viewers want to send us cakes or any kind of desserts, I'm
We're not
against that.
gonna complain.
We're gonna need to put together a PO box first.
Stacy's waffles.
Oh yeah.
Stacey, send me waffles.
Not-
Too subtle.
He's
No.
subtle.
You would
Dang
gladly make you waffles.
Oh, good.
Literally. All right, you two.
Okay,
Well,
Very
that was
good.
a great episode.
I know.
Love
It ends
it.
with a banger.
Ended with a banger. Love it. We'll be laughing about that for a few days for sure.
I can't wait, and I will be bringing it up next
Next
time.
time we all get together, maybe we'll make some cake pops and it'll be our little inside joke.
Yeah. But before we go, honestly, we're getting to the point of the year where everyone's getting together for back-to-back holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. We got to get some juicy stories coming in
Yeah.
here soon, right?
Gotta.
But something's got to be happening.
If you have Thanksgiving content, please share with us.
Black Friday,
you are-
hibachi grill content, hit me up.
There's got to be good stuff coming for the new year. Absolutely.
New Year, same in-laws.
New
New
Year,
Year,
same problems.
I got 99 problems, and my in-laws are one of them.
Bingo. And with that, we will see y'all next week.
Wait, for legal reasons, I'm not saying my in-laws. Let's just make that clear.
He said it, cut it. End it.
All right. See you next week.